Hello chess lovers, let's have a look at a game played by Igor Zaitsev and Anatoly Karpov. The game was played in 1966 in Leningrad. Igor Zaitsev later became one of the trainers of world champion Anatoly Karpov in the late 1970s and was one of Karpov's seconds in number of his world championship matches, including the matches against Garry Kasparov in 1984 to 1990. Let's see how the game went on. Zaitsev started with e4 and e5 by Karpov, knight f3, knight f6, we see the Russian game, and Zaitsev goes for modern attack, d4, knight takes e4, bishop d3, d5, knight takes e5, knight d7, a very provocative move, and now Zaitsev goes for this hyper-aggressive knight takes f7 sacrifice. Karpov didn't accept the sacrifice and played queen e7. Well, if a move like king takes f7, then white can play queen h5 check. If king e7, then queen e2. The threat is f3 winning back the knight. If king f7, then again queen h5 check, king e7, queen e2, and this is going to end up in a draw. Or if black tries to play for a win and play knight f6, then this can be fatal for black, because after f3, bishop e6, f takes e4, d takes e4, bishop takes e4, knight takes e4, queen takes e4. Black should offer the exchange of queens, otherwise black king is in danger. And after the exchange of queens, white can castle kingside, and this is an endgame where white has an extra pawn. Let's go back. After knight takes f7, we see queen e7. Here comes knight takes h8, knight c3 discovered check, king d2, and Karpov is capturing on d1. Now comes rook e1, pinning the queen, knight takes f2, and Zaitsev is capturing on h7. He is not hurrying to win back the queen. Knight e4 check. Actually, black could gain advantage by playing knight e5. If rook takes e5, then bishop e6. If bishop g6 check, then king d7, bishop f7, knight e4 check, king e1, queen h4 check, g3, queen takes h8, bishop takes e6 check, king d8, and of course black's position is preferable, black has advantage. Let's go back. After bishop takes h7, but Karpov played knight e4 check. Here comes rook takes e4, another very aggressive move by Zaitsev. D takes e4, bishop g6 check, king d8, and now Zaitsev decided to give a perpetual check. Knight f7 check, king e8, knight d6 double check, and the players agreed to a draw. Of course, black can't play for a win and capture on f7, because after bishop takes f7, again white has an extra pawn. The strangest thing is that later this same game was replayed many times. Here is a list of games which contain the same sequence of moves which we saw in Zaitsev's and Karpov's game. I don't want to say that all these games were prearranged, but actually this looks very dubious. It will be also very interesting to know your opinion about these games. Waiting for your comments. Good luck.